At the feet of the Master. 4 qualifications there are for this pathway: discrimination, desirelessness, good conduct, love. The discrimination between the real and the unreal leads men to enter the path. The discrimination must be made between the right and the wrong, the important and unimportant, the useful and useless, the true and false, the selfish and the unselfish. Dig deep down into yourself to find the God within you and listen to His voice, which is your voice. For you must be always gentle and kindly, reasonable and accommodating, leaving to others the same full liberty which you need for yourself. To feed the poor is good and noble and useful work, yet to feed the souls is nobler and more useful than to feed the bodies. Any rich man can feed the body, but only those who know can feed the soul. If you know, it is your duty to help others to know. Study first that which will most help you to help others. Work patiently at your studies, not that men may think you wise, not even that you may have the happiness of being wise, but because only the wise man is wisely helpful. You must learn to be true all through in thought, word, and deed. If you hear a story against anyone, do not repeat it. It may not be true, and even if it is kinder to say nothing. Learn to distinguish the God in everyone and in everything, no matter how evil he or it may appear on the surface. You must do right for the sake of right, not in the hope of reward. You must work for the sake of the work, not in the hope of seeing the result. It is well to speak little, better still to say nothing, unless you are quite sure that what you wish to say is true, kind, and helpful. The calm mind means also courage, so that you may face without fear the trials and difficulties of the path. The calm mind means also steadiness, so that you may make light of the troubles which come into everyone's life and avoid incessant worry over little things in which many people spend most of their time. What happens to a man from outside, sorrows, troubles, sickness, losses, all these belong to your previous lives, not to this. You cannot alter them. Think rather of what you are doing now, which will make the events of your next life. For that you can alter. Never allow yourself to feel sad or depressed. Depression is wrong because it infects others and makes their lives harder, which you have no right to do. Therefore, if ever it comes to you, throw it off at once. Use your thought power every day for good purposes. Be a force in the direction of evolution. Think each day of someone whom you know to be in sorrow or suffering or in need of help, and pour out loving thought upon him. In order to gain perfect tolerance, you must yourself first be free from bigotry and superstition. Three sins there are which work more harm than all else in the world: gossip, cruelty, and superstition, because they are sins against love. For in everyone and in everything there is good. In everyone and in everything there is a will. Either of these we can strengthen by thinking of it. You must trust yourself. You, the real you are a spark of God's own fire, and God, who is Almighty, is in you. And because of that, there is nothing that you cannot do if you will. The wisdom which enable you to help, the will which directs the wisdom, the love which inspires the will, these are your qualifications. Will, wisdom, and love are the three aspects of the Logos, and you who wish to enroll yourself to serve Him must show forth these aspects in the world.